Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. My name is Alizan Ismail. I am attached with INSTEP, or also known as PETRONAS Technical Training Institute, located in Batu Rakit, Terengganu. Over the past 20 years carrying my role in safety and health management, I have seen lots of challenges, trials to ensure safe process operations and business sustenance. But experience is coping with COVID-19 is really something different, especially when it comes to the impacts of education sectors. My paper and my presentation today, titled Success Factors and Challenges in Facilitating Training through VILT During COVID-19 Pandemic. Before, before that, let's get to know InStep better. Under PETRONAS, we are a learning institute offering technical training to meet demands of human capital in oil and gas industry. Established in 1981, we have produced more than 40,000 competent technicians and operators for plant operations and maintenance coming from more than 30 PETRONAS and non-PETRONAS around the world. Besides, we also have contributed to the upskilling and certifications of technical staffs to meet statutory requirements. The whole world was shaken by COVID-19 and Movement Control Order MCO is introduced by many countries, including Malaysia, as one of measures to curb COVID-19. And with these conditions, it has given such a significant challenges to all industry, yeah, including to us in INSTEP in education sectors. Social distancing is to be practices, face-to-face classroom training was disallowed, then this affects our business as well as our clients. Adapting to the challenge, adapting to the change, and to ensure business sustenance, we step out with new strategy and switches our learning delivery from training which was conducted in traditional way face-to-face classroom into virtual instructor-led training, or we call it VILT. With this new strategy, after implementing the new plan for the first 7 months, our results that we get is great. It's a great success. Yeah, from a total of 3,027 learners trained through 395 VILT sessions, we receive a good rating with 4.4 out of 5 as an overall learner's satisfaction score. These papers and this presentation is discuss success factors in implementing the strategy, including scoping in identifications, module transformations, equipment trainings with adequate competence and support systems, as well as develop a design of new learning delivery. Yeah. Experiences in addressing the challenges we have encountered and recommendations including an ideal numbers of learning hours and total numbers of learners are also incorporated in this presentation. Let us go. In 2014, upon fully completion of upstream downstream training plans, or we call it UDTP, we brought a game changer to our business. On the screen is a picture of the real plants, and we call it simulation plants or real plants UDTP, which what makes INSTEP training plants is a class above. As with the real plant, which incorporated HSC in the curriculum and able to provide a platform where the learners can afford to make mistakes and learn better through a hands-on and experiential learning by simulating real plant scenarios. It enhances the essential process safety aspects and practices in the oil and gas industry with a blended learning approach. With that, it generates job-ready technicians and engineers through hands-on training and experiential learning. However, with the condition of COVID-19 and the enforcement of MCO, we have to discontinue face-to-face training. This has significantly impacted a business as a training provider, forcing us to strategize or redesign our training delivery. Under the new strategy, it forces us to explore further in delivering training through a virtual way. With assessments and proper plan, a synchronous virtual instructor-led training (VILT) was chosen. And this paper and the presentation is to share our key learnings after implementing a transformation in learning delivery from traditional face-to-face classroom into virtual instructor-led training, VILT. VILT, or we call it virtual instructor-led training, refers to a training that is delivered in a virtual or through an online forum as a synchronous or asynchronous event which allows participants and instructor to be connected from anywhere in the world. Right. This is a method where in redesigning our training delivery, we develop a guideline consisting of work instructions and work procedure in the transformations with, among others, we specify criteria for programs suitable for VILT and its process flow, and together with the we expected learning outcomes and maximum participants with maximum training durations. Preparing for full executions, we ensure our digital tools to be ready. Here we use Microsoft Teams, as well as the learning materials or instructors, yeah, to be ready. Yeah. Instructors were trained and prepared with ability to well versed with the digital tools and in facilitating the VISD sessions by testing it again and again. And we have also conducted a pilot test and learn from any identified gaps from it before a full execution phase is conducted. So preparing for the instructors in March to May 2020, 14 training sessions for 208 instructors were carried out. And this is the results and discussion and conclusions. Yep. From March to October 2020, 3,027 learners have attended various programs through 395 different VILT sessions with a response rate of 64%. Results of measurements conducted through the survey is as shown here. Yeah. All three dimensions score is very encouraging, with overall rating by learners was 4.4, yeah, while learning effectiveness was rated 4.39 and return of expectations was 4.31, which for us is such a great success. Yeah, from here we can conclude that despite drastic change in learning methodology, yeah, learners find VILT program as effective to improve job performance. They also view them as worthwhile investments to their career. It was a great experience to us to undergo the transformations where, yep, we would like to get it shared here, yeah, on three key important learnings. Yeah, first is technological fluency and online tools. Or second is fit for purpose content, and the third one is readiness for online delivery. In technological fluency and online tools, instructors are our assets. They must be fully ready before any VILT sessions, especially in ability to master the software. Yep. Train them and get them to use the software by test it again and again. Get them to really well versed with it. Right? For the purpose of contents, yeah, we have fit for purpose content here. Learning outcomes need to be reviewed as to suit VILT. Moving from face-to-face down classroom is not as easy as one-to-one change to virtual form. If you have got 8-hour face-to-face classroom, it cannot be directly changed to an 8-hour VILT training. It does not work that way. It's not one-to-one conversion. They are not the same. The content is strategically designed to emphasize fundamental topics as to ensure effective knowledge transfer. In learning materials must also be made to be interactive, less wordy, and interesting. It is recommended to use more graphics, animations, pictures instead of so many wordy slides. It is also recommended to limit the participants' number to 15 maximum packs, and the duration to be between 4 to 6 hours a day. Right. In readiness for online delivery, the communication tools used must be supportive and user-friendly, and to get instructors and learners acclimatized with it. Yeah, learner may easily get distracted from so many ways. They may be chatting at their handphone, multitasking by replying emails, or get the other tasks or job to be completed. Yeah. This is when instructors shall play their role in keeping the learner to be engaged throughout the sessions. One of the ways to keep them engaged is by calling names, yeah, addressing them by names frequently. Yeah, this can be done by maybe 4 to 5 minutes once, yeah, by providing interesting activities and give them tasks as quizzes over group breakups, sessions, and many more. Right? So getting a good support system on digital tools prior and during VIT session is also recommended. Yeah. Support system also needed to be groomed. Yeah. Instructors with low score, yeah, so they need to also get it inspired. Yeah. They need to be assisted to raise from feeling demotivated with the failure. And the last one, it is the conclusions. Yeah, we can conclude that challenges given by COVID-19 pandemic is such as teachable moments where organizations are forced to professionally find potential solutions in business sustenance. Yeah, and we find that it is in effective VILT sessions. Yeah, use and effective VILT sessions will provide advantages in reaching learners who are geographically dispersed. The third one is step to successfully prove that effective trainings are still able to be continuously provided, although through virtual. And the last one is about learners have started to adapt the fact that training delivered through VILT is as good as traditional face-to-face classroom and have started to accept it as the new normal. That's all that we have for. That was the last slide of my presentations. We hope the the presented, the things that we shared, gonna benefit everybody. With that, thank you and salam alaikum.